This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gab-fed show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. You have the code of a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know it's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.com.
And do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl, the movement dedicated to empowering men, uniting brothers, and building a strong coalition. This is more than just a conversation. It's a call to action. Join us as we uplift, support, and inspire men worldwide. Because together, we don't just talk, we lead, we grow, and we conquer. Are you ready to be part of the coalition? Let's dive in.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and
Yes,
Darl. Hey, he's still here, y'all. He's still
What's
here.
going on? Yeah, I'm still here in the background. What's happening with you?
Hey, now, dude, man, what's going on today, bro?
Man, technology, man. I tell you.
Boy, listen, I'm telling you. Hey, man, we want to welcome everybody to the show.
No doubt.
This evening, man, if I can get this mic to do what it's supposed to do. Hey, man,
Yeah.
technology is what it is, dog. It just kind of...
Oh, yeah.
It's just what it is, man. So, hey, anyway, welcome everybody to the show tonight, man. Tonight, we are going to be talking about
Yes, sir.
this life doesn't fit anymore. Now what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? Like, to the people feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and don't know what your next move is, this got to be the show for y'all. Because we're going to drop some stuff here tonight for y'all that's going to help y'all out. Y'all ain't lazy. You're not broken. You just at the crossroads. Remember that song, Bone Thugs, dog, at the crossroad?
Yes, sir.
They don't know how to adapt to this changing world, you know, especially older people. Older people, they having issues to adapting and moving, you know, about and going, you know, because one thing that's freaking people out right now, the older people out, is AI.
Yeah.
AI is one of the things, man, that's really got the older people, you know, in a way, because they don't know, they don't understand it.
Right.
But AI actually, bro, it makes life easier. I ain't gonna lie to you. Definitely
Yeah,
make
man. I tell them, man, to just go ahead and jump in, man, because you know, a lot of people, they don't really want to jump in, you know, the AI, whatever, you know, the new technology. They're afraid that, oh, you know, they're gonna keep up with me or whatever. You know how they are.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, for sure.
Hey, they know where you are anyway. They already know where you are, so just might as well to just embrace it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
This new technology thing, this just the way of the world, you know. Just go ahead on and embrace it, man. Like I said, you know, you can't run, you can't hide, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're using debit cards and the whole nine. So it's like they know where you are. If they really want to find you or get you, they already can pinpoint you. They know where you are. So just embrace it, you know.
For sure. So some of the key points we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to acknowledge how fast the world is changing. That's one.
Right.
Normalize confusion and pressure. There's another issue we're going to hit. Reframe stuck as a signal, not as a failure. So, you know, just a question to the people that's listening. What if you're feeling lost? What if feeling lost is actually the first sign of you becoming redirected? You know, is that the start of you going into something new, and you feeling like you are lost because it's uncomfortable? You don't like that feeling, like, you know, you used to working at this job for the last 20 years, and then they shut down, or you know, you do something crazy to get yourself fired, or whatever the case may be, right? Or they lay off, shut down, and your transition, you may feel lost because you ain't used to that. It's an uncomfortable place because you've been used to getting up every morning, going to the job. You got your little routine. You go in the morning, stop at the store, get coffee. You go to work, shoot the breeze for 30 minutes before work start.
We say
go to work, you know, and now you ain't got that. Or the Lord is shifting you somewhere else and you ain't ready to shift yet.
Right. So we say uncomfortable. Where they are comfortable, but like I said, man, in order to move forward, you're gonna have to get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely
that foundation got to get shaken up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For you to move forward, you know, you just keep sitting in the same rut. You comfortable right there. You ain't gonna never prosper.
Yeah, for real. You know, like we were just talking, you know, like up here in some of the, you know, bigger cities, you know, it's rapidly, everything's changing like so fast. Everything is like, you got, you know, they taking out roads and putting in new ones, and you know, used to coming out in this point, now you're coming out over here, and you just we got to acknowledge, like you said, to the older people and some young people, that the world is rapidly changing, and you're gonna have to adjust, and you're gonna have to adapt to what's going on. Like, you know, they got cars that talk to you now. You can say something to the car, and the car do, you know, what you need to do. Hey, phones, you can say something to them, and if you can't continue to live in the Stone Age,
right?
Like, you know, some people, they don't text. Well, if I really need to get you a message, you really need to adapt to how to text back. I may not be in a position where I can talk.
And, you know, a lot of companies are doing that now too, you know, for the people that don't like to text.
Yeah.
It's what it is. You know, I've sold cars, you know, I'm not a car seller, but I'm just saying I've had a car, you know, a couple of cars I wanted to get rid of. So I sold them, you know, to companies.
Yeah.
You know, and when they in the buying process, they're actually texting, even with buying new homes.
Yes.
They're actually texting you back and forth information, sending you emails and text messages and stuff like that versus the phone calls. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way of the world, you know.
It's easier. It's simple. It's a more simple process. Like, you know, I know, you know, back in the day, you know, they used to go into the loan office, and sometimes you still do. You go into the loan office, you got to fill out the application. Once you fill out the application, they got to go to underwriting. Then once you go to underwriting, you got to see what the terms are. You got to come back in 3, 4, 5 different times to agree to the terms. Or either you remember we used to go to the dealership, car dealership, and be there all day.
Yep.
Now, bro, you can buy a car in a amount of hours.
Yep, you can do it all online, applications and everything online, and they'll have it set up when you get there.
Right. So
all
what
thing you gotta do just sign a few papers and
go.
Most of the time you can DocuSign.
Right.
Once you get down there, you know, when you get down there, have your stuff already pulled out to the front,
clean and ready to go.
Yeah, clean and ready to go. They just slap the tags on it. That's just the way it is now.
Bro? What am I saying to them? Y'all got to adapt to this world and how fast it's changing, and it ain't done yet. So if you can't step up to this phase, a level of texting, it's just a text. You go in and send it back. Okay, you can't find O and a K on your phone and just back.
Right.
If you can't adapt now with AI and all this stuff that's going on now, bro, you gonna when they really start doing stuff, when robots and stuff, you got to go in and and deal with a robot that pay a bill, you really gonna be lost. Really gonna be really. So you got to adapt, bro. Period.
Yep. That's why I hear people talking sometimes, especially McDonald's in particular.
Yeah.
That's why the drive-through lines are so long now, because sometimes you go in there, they want you to order your food on their kiosk.
Yeah, all of them. They don't even want
And,
you to deal with a person no more like that.
Right. And some people, some places you go to, they'll still give you customer service. You go in and do your order, even with the kiosk sitting over there to the side. But for the most part, you go in there, they want you to put your stuff in the kiosk, and then your order will be coming up. They'll call you when it's ready. But a lot of people, they going on in the drive-through. They be like, forget that.
But you know what? Though, I don't blame them though, because we talking about McDonald's. It does cut down on the fussing and arguing, because you got the cashiers that come up there with the attitudes, and and you got the customers that come in with the attitudes, and you putting a match to some gas. What you think will happen? Like So I kind of in places like that, I kind of agree. I think the first test was self-checkout. They found out that people weren't stealing like they thought they were going to steal.
Right.
So they said, this is our first test. Do self-checkout. Guess what? Everybody got self-checkout.
Self-checkout. I love that, man. That's
right
down my alley. If I'm going in, hey, I'm here. I'm looking for that first self-checkout. I'm headed that way.
Yes, sir. Me too. All right. So normalize confusion and pressure. So this one is like, some people gotta embrace that. Like, okay, it's a confusing world. It's confusion everywhere. Even on the news, anywhere you go, you gotta embrace it. You gotta normalize the confusion and the pressure. Because guess what? It ain't going nowhere. So you gotta, in other words, I wouldn't say normalize, but you gotta embrace it.
Right.
Because it ain't going nowhere, dog. Confusion. People wake up in the morning confused. They don't know. They don't know what they want to do. Should I eat this today or that today? Should I do this? I don't know what I should do today. But you're gonna have to start. Gonna have to start like normalizing it. Like it's because it's here. It's just like what's the thing that's here to stay, dog? I mean, AI here to stay, y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It ain't
technology, all of it.
It's here.
It's here, man.
And it's rapidly growing.
And just take your time, man. I just tell them too, man, like you say, people waking up with a bunch of confusion and stuff like that. When you get up, man, you just got to you're going to just have to take your time and just embrace it. Because it ain't going nowhere. It's either you're going to get left behind, or you're going to either get in line.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And I want to hit this too before we go to, because we're coming close to the break. So I want to hit this one. Reframe stuck as a signal, not a failure. So if you get stuck in a place, instead of looking at it like, well, I failed, no, just look at it from this perspective. It may be a signal that I ain't supposed to be doing that anyhow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That may not be the business or the church or whatever that you need to be doing. Maybe you need to look at something else. Well, I put all this time into it, and you just wasted time. It's time for you to shift. You see what I'm saying? You got to shift into something else, because this is not your spot. You're not, honestly. Right. Let's just talk about it, because we talk a lot about, you know what, that would be hard on the churches, bro. I'm gonna start bagging off on the churches.
So you gonna back off on them a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to talk about them right now. Like, folks start churches, and they ain't know they ain't supposed to start no church. You're supposed to stay on that job that you had and finished up the job that you were supposed to have been doing, versus going out there talking about, I woke up in a dream in the middle of the night and the Lord told me I was a pastor and he was going to do X, Y, Z and all that. And it's you and your wife and maybe the mother-in-law. That's it.
Right.
That's all you got. And I ain't saying that God can't do that, but I'm just saying, look, if you stuck, just hey, take it as a sign, bro. Like, hey,
you're gonna address that on the other side of the
I'm
break.
address that on the other side.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
believe that.
we can't let that one go just like that. We got to put some more spices to that one.
For sure. We'll be right back after the break, y'all.
Stats tell that each day, 22 veterans commit suicide due to PTSD. These stats shook us and urged us to do our part. After hours and hours of thinking, Beekeeping for Veterans was born. Beekeeping for Veterans combines beekeeping with mindfulness meditation. Why combine them? Here's why. Beekeeping causes positive rush of adrenaline while beekeeping. You have to be calm during it. You are mindful of your movements. Each week, a veteran will receive a mindful meditation to build emotional and mental skill sets. Mindfulness is a set of 3 attentional skills that work together: concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity, mental calmness, composure, evenness of temper. Every time mindfulness is practiced, we build these skills. Beekeeping for Veterans not only helps veterans overcome emotional trauma, but also aids our environment, as without bees, there is no food. Come forward. The people who have supported your country now need your support.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. Man, we back. So before we went to this break, I know what some of you want to get into about the last one. Reframe stuck. Reframe stuck as a signal, not as a failure, not a failure. Like you supposed to be shifting your little tail somewhere else, and you want to stay over here. So hey, what was yours, Doc?
Yeah, no, I was gonna just tap in, man. What you was talking about with the churches, man. You wake up out of a dream, and you know all of a sudden you're supposed to be a preacher, a pastor, whatever, man. People got to stop that, man. Because, like I said, you know, a lot of people, you know, they think the Bible is easy.
Yeah, they do.
But you can read, you can study and all that stuff like that. I know for me anyway, and I can't remember all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot.
So
in there
so you got to be on your P's and Q's, man. When you read it, just don't think because you get up there and read a couple of scriptures and do a lot of hollering and stuff like that you a preacher. That ain't how that work.
Nah, you definitely ain't that.
Yeah, so that's why I had to tap back in on that, because see, a lot of people think it's easy. You know, that's why a lot of people feel like, my opinion now, because I know, like I said, you know, some people gonna give you some pushback or give us some pushback. That's why a lot of people feel like, you know, like you said a few minutes ago, the mama, the wife, the husband, the mother or mother-in-law, whatever.
That's all you got.
They just leave that position of where they was, and they gonna just open a church up all of a sudden or whatever. You know, that, like you said, that may be true in some cases.
Yeah.
You know, because we don't know who was called, but you know, a lot of times you can tell who ain't called.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely can tell that.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that. So yes, I just had to add that in there, man. They got to, you know, those people like that with them churches, man. They got to stop that, man.
And you know what? Let me say this too. Listen, a lot of times I personally believe the reason why people go do that and even start businesses and all this stuff is because one, you have church hurt, and y'all got to get past church hurt, because what your leader may have told you in that moment was probably spot on, but you don't want to accept it because you have somebody and told you down the line when you were standing in the mirror with that brush preaching to the mirror that you supposed to be you're supposed to be a pastor, but everybody ain't called to that. Just let me, I'm gonna say it like that. I know y'all said in a dream, in a vision, you know, he speak to, you know, men while they sleep, he had to speak to them through dreams and all that. I get it, and he does. But at the same time, you gotta know that it may not be for you sometime. It could be for somebody else, but we so selfish that when we get a good dream, that's for us. When we get a bad dream, about them,
Right.
we'll say, well, that must be for somebody. It ain't for me. No, it's for you. You just got to doggone accept it.
Right.
Just move forward with it, dog.
Right, because some people now you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but some people think that just because they made it, now some people make him be a good motivational speaker.
Yeah, like Les Brown.
Like who? Les
Brown, but he's not a he's not a pastor, but Les Brown is a world renowned motivational speaker, but he ain't a preacher.
Right. Some people just cause they're some people can be great or good or great motivational speakers.
Yeah.
And they do it for a while. They feel like, oh, they can just be like they
can convert it over.
Yeah, they're all world preacher. But it don't work like that. Nah, you got like I said, you got to be in that word, you got to really know it.
You got to spend time with the Lord, Doc, so he can lead, so he can guide you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shift on to the next thing, Doc. So this room right here, you know, the name of the topic for the night, the show tonight is This Life Doesn't Fit Anymore. Now what? Right. So a lot of times, man, when you know, people hit this spot in careers, like, you know, when the job no longer fits the calling. Like, so why so many people feel trapped in unfulfilling jobs? You know, the difference between job and what it pays, or career and what you're skilled at is definitely a big difference, because you get a job to pay $50 an hour, but you may not like it because it ain't what you skilled at. You may be skilled at working with your hands.
Right.
So when you get to these places that you're in an unfulfilling job, then that's one of the reasons why when it don't fit no more, you got to understand, like, hey, why am I still here?
You got to understand your gift.
You got to know what it is. And a lot of people, the reason why people stay stuck in these places is because of fear, the bills, that identity, and they don't want to start over. They got comfortable in the place where they are, and then they just don't want to start over. I don't want at 60 years old to start over. I mean, you may have to. I mean, it just depends. If your retirement ain't right, or you ain't at the retirement age, what you gonna do? You're gonna have to start over. If your job shut down, your unemployment and stuff ain't gonna last but for so long.
That's what I was going about. That's what I was about to say too. Like you saying, like some jobs, when if your job closed down, you know, that's when a lot of people make moves like that. Yeah. When their job, either with their job closed down or they get fired.
Yeah.
And then once they move on and they got to do something else.
Yeah.
Once they get out there and start doing it and find something else, and they find their thing that they're good at, they'll be like, man, you'll hear them come back to you and say, bro, man, I wish I had done this. Been gone. Yeah, you heard it before.
Yeah.
And see, it's like what you saying, you know, like they stuck in the rut, but they don't want to jump out there, you know, up on faith, you know what I'm saying? You know, get stuck in a rut. But really
think about this.
Once you get out there, you straight. Oh no, you good. No, once they get out there, they'll see how much better it is. It's better out there than they thought it was. Put it that way.
Now let me say this too. Like this is a great point. Like, a career is what you are skilled at. A calling, what aligns you with who you are. If you got a calling on your life to sing, you know, and you want to just keep that talent or whatever to the shower and to the people at the house, it ain't doing nobody no good. You just wasting it.
Right.
Some people can just sing, like early in the morning, they could just roll out the bed and just sing.
Yeah.
Some people, listen, try to be nice. Okay.
I knew you was coming with it.
Some of y'all just ain't meant to be singing, bro. Like, that's not where you need to be at.
Right.
I know you want to jump out, and somebody gave you the opportunity to be like the lead singer. And folk, except for maybe 2 people
Mhm.
in the congregation, are
Right.
inspired, and the rest of them is like, if you don't sit that wounded moose down, Doc, that's what's
When they say, bro, why you so cruel on them? But nah, let's just go ahead, because you know how we do it. But you're
Yeah.
correct though. You're right. You're right though, because like I said, man, you know, like you said, and like I would always say, it's some people that are just made to give a little bit of, put a little bit of sauce on the song,
That's it.
being in the background,
That's all.
and that's okay. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? You got your singers, and then you got somebody like they be in the background singing, like, oh man, they sound really, really good
Yeah.
back there. You know what I'm saying?
They holding that
And-
tenor down, boy. You hear
Yeah,
it?
and then sometimes they might get a little carried away. You know, they be like, oh, they lifting me up like that, so I'm gonna jump on out there.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
that's where,
that'd be
you
the
know,
wrong
yeah.
move.
Yeah, wrong move. So it's okay to just be, you know, in the background sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I feel what you're saying, though.
No, I'm just saying you gotta know. You gotta know when to know.
Right.
If somebody tell you that you can sing and you don't feel, when you hit the high note and you go to breaking up, just let
Yeah.
them know, like, man, let me get a little bit more practice first. I don't want to lead. I don't want to lead her. I gotta get right. I don't want to, you know, it's respect for me and my, you know, and other people. You know, I don't want to do that. And then
Right.
you know, you got midlife transitions. You know, you got people that, you know, they have, you know, in middle of their life,
Mhm.
things happen. You know,
Right.
I gotta. It could be a death. It could be anything that make them. They got to transition.
Mhm.
And when the midlife transitions happen, you can't stay stuck. You got to keep it pushing. You can't be stuck in this place, because
Right.
you're gonna stay stuck, and then everything gonna just pass you by, and you're gonna be just like, man, I should have took the job when they offered it. You know, they said they're gonna give me, you know, comparative to what I was making when I was at the last job when I got laid off or whatever, you know, and they just kind of get stuck in that midlife crisis thing, and they just stuck, and you can't stay there, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me ask you this too. Let me ask you this, because this is the next one. I'm pretty sure, I'm probably near certain. Did you have a post-retirement confusion? Or did something they made up when I did my research?
A post-retirement confusion?
Yeah.
No.
You
No, no, sir.
see what I'm saying?
I had to make sure I asked you that question again. Like, are you sure you asking me that?
Yo,
It was no confusion at all for me.
You see why people be confused? They come up with all this stuff. See, I'm talking to somebody that's actually retired, right?
Right.
It ain't no post-retirement. You know what? Let me say it like this. To some, it could be, because they honestly, they both of them could be older. They may not have planned right with their money for retirement, or somebody, one of them could have passed on, or whatever the case may be, right? Or they just could have been just single, and now they getting ready to retire, and they just like, man, what am I gonna do? Because the only friends I got is at the job.
Or you might have been going this direction, or they could have been a company man or woman.
Could have been, yeah. True
where
that.
they just, you know,
True that.
They just got to be the boss.
Got to be, and don't want to give it up. Got to give it up.
When they're at home, they can't boss nobody.
Nobody, ain't nobody listening.
Yeah, right. So you know what I'm saying. So that's when they get their shine on their work.
Yeah.
So that may be the only ones, but hey,
I don't know nobody else. I promise you, I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody else got that.
You know, some of them got to stay in there because they like their name on their shirt.
Yeah, and their little clipboard.
Yeah. So yeah. Them kind, they might be a handful.
Before we go to break, we're gonna set up, because we right close to the end of the break, and I mean close to the break. So I'm gonna ask this so you can get your thoughts right on the other side. I did everything right. Now what? All this, you done did everything right. Now what? Like you know, just like you said, I did everything right on the job. I did everything right at church. I did everything right everywhere. Now what? What is the next step? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to tell them because, like I said, I ain't retired yet, but it's coming. Hey, look, but we're gonna follow up on that right after the break, y'all. We'll be right back.
That's right.
It's time for a vacation, and Fairway Travels is here to share great specials for you to choose from. Discover the charm and features of one of Sandal's 16 all-inclusive, luxury included, adults-only resorts, or a family-friendly beaches destination in the Caribbean. Or how about a couples resort in Jamaica? If cruising's your preference, get Thunderstroke aboard Carnival Cruise Lines or set sail on an award-winning Royal Caribbean ship. Join Virgin Voyages now for a wonderful adults-only sailing. It doesn't matter if you choose to travel by plane, train, automobile, cruise ship, or rowboat, we can help you reach your dream destination. Contact Fairway Travels today at 228-365-1012. That's 228-365-1012. Or email bookitnow247@gmail.com. Fairway Travels, where your journeys keep satisfying.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Dara. He is here, y'all.
I'm here, y'all.
Hey, technology, bro, is something else.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you. Hey, y'all reach out to Red, man. Fairway Travel. Tell them Man Talk 133 sent y'all. You feel me? So y'all get y'all go on y'all vacation. Matter of fact, so it won't be no post-retirement confusion.
Right.
All you gotta do is call Red. He'll take care of all that.
Yeah. Man, it's lovely, man. I know you asked me that question, but it's lovely, man, to sometimes to a certain point, to a certain extent or whatever. But now some people, I tell some people now, you get ready to retire, you might not want to tell nobody.
Yeah,
you might not want to tell a whole lot of people because they're gonna have something for you to do.
Yeah.
Your time gonna become their time.
For sure. That's a fact. And you be running all over the place for them more than you.
Yeah, and I ain't talking about in your house need. I'm talking about in other houses or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hint, y'all.
Yeah. I ain't talking about no other girlfriends and nothing like that either. I'm just saying,
You just talking about running people everywhere. Just put it on out there, dog.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that though, man, it's pretty good though, man. I tell people, man, just embrace it. And that's what I would say was next. You know what I'm saying? Like, just embrace it, man. It's, once you get out there and get used to it, because some people, it didn't take long for me to get used to it. Some people, like we just addressed earlier about the company people, it may take them a while to adjust because they used to being the boss all the time or whatever. So when they retire, at home or whatever, they may feel like they worthless or useless or whatever. But hey,
that's crazy.
Me,
I can find something.
Yeah, me, I don't feel like that. Me, I used to tell the guys that work all the time, hey, I'm getting close to the end. I don't want to be nothing. No supervisor, no nothing.
No, I'm leaving it all here.
Yeah, I just want to be out of there.
That's it. And you know what, man? People all get burned out and stuff like that. Sometimes that discomfort of like people being burnt out at work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It ain't really a burnout. That discomfort y'all feeling at work, like y'all when you pull in the parking lot, you got to pray in tongues for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before you get
Yeah, bro.
That is based. I'm gonna tell you what that's called, so I can help you all out. It's called misalignment. You ain't supposed to be there. You're supposed to be doing something bigger and better and greater, but you choose to do this because it's easy, and you got the perfect schedule, and you got all this stuff going on. You're out of alignment. You may some people hey, they like the 7330. Some people like the 9 to 5. I don't know why in Raleigh you would like that because of the traffic. You hitting traffic both ways.
Yeah, but the 7, but in Raleigh, you would prefer the 7 to 3:30, right?
I would, or 6 to 2:30, or 5 to 1:30, whatever.
Yeah, versus 9 to 5. The 9
Yes,
to 5,
sir.
you in trouble.
You are definitely in trouble.
5 o'clock, you might get home. You might get home at 7.
For real.
Depends on where you live at.
Exactly, and don't let it be like a little fender bender. You in trouble.
Yeah.
For real. So, to the people out there, are you working somewhere that no longer feels right to you, and you know it don't feel right? I'm just asking the question so they can think about it. Now, there's a question to you and to me and to them too that's listening. If money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing? If money wasn't money ain't no thing. I can do whatever I want. What would you be doing? Me personally, I have a thing for business. I like business, so I will probably be doing, because I could do business consulting and stuff like that. I can really do that for free, right? Because I like doing it. So I probably would be doing that, and and probably growing a portfolio of different type of commercial properties, and having people, teaching people really, really free how to do it. Not join my master class and pay me $1,000 to do it. I'm talking about actually doing it for free, because I already got money. I don't need it. So I would be doing that, teaching people for free. I would love to do this too, to see just how many millionaires I could create. Right. That's what I would want to do. Versus if I had money anyway, I want to see just how many millionaires I can create for free, for them not putting no money out their pocket. Just my knowledge and my wisdom, teaching them how to do it.
Right. Because like I say, you already got your own money.
Already got it. I'm loaded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so
that's kind of hard for me though. I said that's pretty much a hard one for me. If money wasn't an issue. Yeah. I mean, because really, man, I don't really, I guess right now you can call me. I'm just lazy. Like I don't really want to do nothing but shout out to your boy Red. Like, yo, man, when the next cruise going out, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you, but I mean, maybe, man, if money want an issue, and and for me, if money want an issue, and and time and stuff like that wasn't an issue, I think I could probably do a little bit more, like on the firearm side or something like that, right? With different people, I could kind of like dabble with some people like that, just hanging with people like that if money wasn't an issue. But outside of that, I don't really have too much, that I want. I guess I don't, just ain't. Yeah, I guess I don't. I've been grinding all my life like that on the ground. So I'm just like chill mode. Yeah. But like I say, if I'm dabbling with people like with the firearms community or something like that, you can have fun and it kind of give you a kind of peace of mind doing that from my point of view. Some people may like to go teach people how to fish. Yeah, true that. And stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
Helping these young folk, man, because they really gonna need that, you know what I'm saying? And think about this, man, stuck is emotional before it's practical. Like somebody's stuck, first thing they're gonna say, you know what, man, I did this old stupid business. I should have never started it. I should have just stayed at that good job that I had where they were paying me $12 an hour, and I was, had the schedule I wanted and whatever. But then when you start to think about it, hey, being stuck makes you think like, hey, you know what? Wait a minute. What did I do? What can I do different? I did it wrong the first time, so what can I do it? It's just like, like the 409 guy, 400 on the 409th time. That's when he got the formula right. What if he had quit at 408?
Right.
He would have never had 409. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's emotional in the beginning when you stuck, like, you you land in the bed and you look over there and say, I'm stuck with this Negro.
Yeah. We say y'all almost had you there, didn't it?
LCC, dog.
But that was some good knowledge for people, man. Just dropped on them with the 409 guy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the young crowd probably like, what's 409?
Yeah, if he had gave up on the 408th try, you wouldn't have 409. Right. That's why, you might feel stuck in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you got going on. But you got to understand, like, okay, let's dissect this thing. It's a show on one of the food networks called Reverse Engineering. So what he does, he put on a mask and to cover his eyes. He just take the food, taste it, whatever, and stuff like that, and just taste all the ingredients in it.
Right.
And he go back and he make the dish as close to the original one as possible. And that's what you got to do in like life in general. Like, hey, I messed up on this business. What did I do wrong? I got to go back and reverse engineer this thing so I can figure out what steps I missed or left out. And that's what he does. It's a checklist on the side of the screen. And
that's when go ahead.
Yeah.
I was saying that's when they grind. That's when your grinding kicks in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, like you said, when they get to that step, that first step, and it ain't right, they'll throw the towel in.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with that, because you got to really fix that. Right. You know what I mean?
You got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting. You got to come back. Okay, well, it's missing this. Let me add some of this right here. Let me add that.
Yeah.
Because somebody can take what you threw out with the bad water. Somebody can take that, and they can become a millionaire off of your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you gave up on it, and they did. And they took and said, "Look here, I'm gonna take this thing and grind with it."
I'm telling you, hey man, it's just one little adjustment that he had to make. You know what I did too? I'm gonna tell y'all what I did too. That leg he had on the back, he had it like an 1/8 inch too high. All I did was shave that off, and that baby fell right in place. Boom. Guess what? $1 million idea. Guess what? You gave up on it because you was too impatient, because you was facing burnout. And then when you hit that burnout, you get stagnant, which is stagnation. Like, you know what, man, I'm burnt out. I don't feel like doing none of that. I'm good.
Right.
I'm straight. You got it. I don't feel like it. Then you get in this place where you don't want to do nothing. You're stagnant. And now once that happens, you had all these great ideas. You wanted to change the world. Like, I can, you know what? I'm gonna make the next needle. I know they got needles already, but mine's gonna be better. You out there with still trying to make needles, Doc. And guess what? It don't work. Guess what happened?
Right.
You quit. Now you know what? I put all this time in. I done waste all this time, and I ain't gonna do it. Now they get stagnant.
Yep.
Burnout, stagnation. Instead of burnout comes from when y'all trying to make some work that ain't supposed to.
Right.
That's where burnout come from. You trying to make this, you trying to sing this song. You know you ain't supposed to be singing. You done worked on this song for 6 months.
Right.
You ain't supposed to be singing it. Let somebody else do it. Let the other person lead it. It's okay. Your time coming.
Hey, just go ahead and tell them, bro, from around this way anyway, for the people that's watching. It ain't too many little rays out there. Like,
not at all.
If they know, they know.
And P-Funks, there ain't a whole lot of them. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Like I said, them kids, like I said, they can roll out the bed and blow. KC and JoJo. Yeah,
for real, man. And you know what's crazy? These people come up with all this stuff, right? Now, this is the myth of the perfect plan. It ain't one. Let me debunk that for you right now.
Nope.
It is no perfect plan. I don't care what nobody tell you on the internet. I don't care if they tell you take this master class and I can guarantee you in 2 months you're gonna see increase. Now, he may not be lying,
Right.
because you may see an increase. You may see an increase of $1.
Mhm.
That's an increase, right? He didn't say how much. So I'm
Right.
just saying, y'all got to be careful with that, man. And we up against this break. So I am trying to look for my stuff, dog. My exit stuff, dog. Anyway, we be right back after the break.
Stats tell that each day, 22 veterans commit suicide due to PTSD. These stats shook us and urged us to do our part. After hours and hours of thinking, Beekeeping for Veterans was born. Beekeeping for Veterans combines beekeeping with mindfulness meditation. Why combine them? Here's why. Beekeeping causes positive rush of adrenaline while beekeeping. You have to be calm during it. You are mindful of your movements. Each week, a veteran will receive a mindful meditation to build emotional and mental skill sets. Mindfulness is a set of 3 attentional skills that work together: concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity, mental calmness, composure, evenness of temper. Every time mindfulness is practiced, we build these skills. Beekeeping for Veterans not only helps veterans overcome emotional trauma, but also aids our environment, as without bees, there is no food. Come forward. The people who have supported your country now need your support.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133.
Sir, yes, sir.
Paul and Daryl. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, man. Y'all check us out.
That's
Y'all
right.
know where we at, man. Facebook, us talking, mantalk133.com. Instagram, us talk, mantalk133. We mantalk133.com everywhere.
That's
Just look
right.
for it.
That's right.
So before we went to break, man, we were just talking about, the myth of a perfect plan. I just debunked that it ain't one.
Right.
It's just not. You know what I'm saying? You don't need clarity to move. You need the courage to take small steps. Don't take the big steps. You remember back in the day, dog, we used to play, the girls used to do what they call the thing, which was the thing you throw on the ground. Not hopscotch. It's hopscotch. You just throw it, you got the little blocks drew on the ground. You got the 1, 2, 3, and the 4, and the 5, and 6, 7.
Yeah, hopscotch.
You got to take little steps. You can't take huge steps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just like walking up a step. Try to take 3 steps at one time and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all got to take small steps. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, I got you though. I got you. The message, I got you.
Okay, I got it. I bet. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's go to some of the other stuff so we can have Bogue out real quick before we leave. The 4 compass points, because you got to have a life is like a compass. You gotta know what direction to go in. You got to be going the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
4 points. Values. Number 1 is values. What actually matters to you? What do you want out of life? What do you want? What does it mean? You know what I mean? Like, how do you want this to be impactful? If you don't want nothing to be impactful, I just suggest you just don't do it. Don't waste full time.
Right, man. Because some people, man, they actually had an outline and they actually have a good plan of what they want to do.
Yes, they do. Yep.
But they just don't follow up on it. It's just like any little thing. It's almost like any little hiccup.
They
deter them.
Check out.
They out.
Yeah,
instead of just keep moving forward.
Yeah, for real. Number 2, strengths. What are you naturally good at? If you're good at cooking, you good at cleaning shoes, shining shoes, whatever it is, you good at sewing. Find what it's good at. You naturally You heard what I said? That you're naturally good at.
Right.
He says you go out there and try to. I ain't say you can't learn a skill. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you're naturally good at running, you know what I'm saying? Teach kids how to run. You're naturally good at basketball. Train kids how to shoot basketballs. You don't go out there if you're not naturally good at singing. Because I keep going back to this. Do not do it.
Right. It's just like the dude that it's just like the guy that they call the Oxtail King.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's his thing. You know, he just stick with cooking the oxtails. Now he got oxtail pizza, oxtail everything, you know, so he just stuck with that.
Yeah.
And that's his gift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he didn't try to get over here and jump over here and go do this over here. He just stuck with that.
He stuck in his lane.
Yep, and just added other dishes along with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Started out just smoking oxtails, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Number 3, energy. What gives life instead of draining it? If your job, when you pull up in the parking lot, or either Sunday, when you get ready, you be like, bro, come on, bro, it can't be. It's no way that I gotta go back. It's no way, dog. It's no way it's Sunday already. I got to go back in this crazy place. If that's draining you, you need to leave. Do something. If it ain't, if cutting grass make you happy, go buy you a mower. Start cutting people grass, dog. Charge them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't hard. I think what happens is we make it hard because we don't want to. We talked earlier in the show. Like, you know, people, the fear. Well, if I go do this, you know, you don't have to quit your job. You can do this part-time till you get your people up so you can quit your job. I'm not telling you to buy 3-4 mowers and then you go quit your job and you don't have nobody lined up. That's stupid advice. Who would give you that? I wouldn't. We wouldn't.
Right. That's right. And then some people look at it too, like, you know, they got to get out of that mentality. Some people look at it like, yo, man, you know, they want to do, like you said, just use cutting grass. They will want to do that.
Yeah.
That's their thing that makes them feel good. That's their give them joy, right? But they won't jump out there and do it. They won't leave their job to do that because of what the naysayers gonna say. And they got to get out of that mentality.
Yeah, they do have to get rid of that.
Like that's your gift. That's not their gift. That's your gift. I know I ain't gonna landscape. That might be his guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when he get out there, like you said, you're gonna start off small, you know, then you build your clientele and build your equipment up, and you're gonna, before you know it, you got your own company.
You got it all going on, Doc. And you just gotta understand, you gotta take the small steps that I just said. Impact. Who benefits when you're operating fully? It should be you that benefit because you getting the pleasure out of just doing it, but you should be impacting people. You know, like, you know, for example, you're using the grass cutting thing. When you come cut people grass, when you leave, they should be like, man, this dude got my yard edged up so good. It's clean. Ain't no grass laying around. I mean, he's just every time he comes, he's just phenomenal. I like the way he do it. That's the way it should be. And if it ain't, then I don't know what to say. You know, like you need to find something else to do. Like, you know, when you go, like you talking about the Oxtail King. Yeah. He found what was good when he cooked them oxtails. Yep. People be like, look, hey, you know, this guy here, he can't do nothing else in life. Yeah. This mug can make some oxtails.
That joke come from everywhere to go see him, bro. He even got, like I said, he done got to the point where he even make he smoked the oxtails and then he break them down there and got them in a pot pie with, like it's an oxtail pot pie, like a chicken pot pie. But he done moved over to that area where he puts the oxtails in the actual pot pie and make it like that now. So he just stay in his oxtail lane.
That's what he
ready though. He bumping though.
Yeah. Just so the folks can remember, this Life doesn't fit anymore. Now what?
Right.
We can outline some stuff that you can do. You gotta transition, because it's basically you got to go from confusion to courage. You are not behind. You're being redirected. Remember that. Your life still has purpose. You get stuck, you're being redirected. Just remember, like when you get in this place, like, man, what's next? Sit your little tail down, take a minute, and figure it out. Don't wait for everybody to try to figure out everything for you. You don't need the whole map. You just need the courage to follow the compass you already have.
That's right.
That's all you need. So before we go, call to action. Tonight, journal, sit down, get, quiet. I would prefer quiet. Sit down, get a piece of paper and a pen, and you write down, you journal tonight. You journal. Take one small step tomorrow, and don't ignore the discomfort. It's pointing you somewhere else.
Right.
This is, for example, let me give him this example, dog.
Go ahead, give it to him.
If you got some tight shoes on and they discomfort, what is telling you to go back in the closet and get it's directing your tail right back in that closet.
Yeah, man. Because real quick, you got so many people, man. It's like I said earlier, we use the grass cutting, but you can use mechanics, you can use teaching, you can use electrician, heating and air guys, or whatever. You may be working for a company somewhere, like I'm talking about, like that's not even in the field that we're talking about, but you may be working, let's say you may be working at Dunkin' Donuts. Just use that. But you may be but electrician or something like heating and air is your passion. Like you said, like bro said, write it down and go for it. Don't worry about what the naysayers say. That's your gift.
Yeah, man. And
while
you talking, I'm trying to find something that I want to read to them, because I know a lot of times, people think that journaling is not biblical, but it is. Right. If I can find it, I'm gonna show it to y'all, because I got it in my phone somewhere, but I just gotta find it.
Right. Like I said, man, that's their gift, man. So don't let people hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Just jump out there and do what you are led to do. Because like I said, I guarantee you, if you're a heating and air guy or an electrician, I guarantee you the naysayers are trying to hold you back. I guarantee you they can't go out there and fix not one heating and air unit or hook up no electrical type wires or anything to turn on a light switch.
That's a fact.
That's their gifts, So y'all, like you said, like bro said, write it down and
I can't find it.
Take it in stride, man. Dive into it, man. Don't worry about the naysayers.
I'm telling you, I can't find it, but it's in the Bible. It's biblical that you supposed to journal. And I wish I could find that scripture, because I want to read it to them. But hey, maybe the next show. But listen, we didn't came up against it, dog.
Y'all will see me next time, hopefully.
I know, right? We're gonna make sure we can get it right this time. Hey, thanks, Elva Jordan. Man Talk 133 with Charles and Daryl. Hey, till next time. Hey, we appreciate y'all watching this, tuning in too, man. Appreciate y'all to hitting all the platforms, the YouTubes and the Instagrams and Facebooks and the website. We appreciate that. So till next time, y'all, we out. Peace.
Life is like a duck. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Here at Military Broadcast Radio, we're teaming up with our friends at Die Tired, the veteran-friendly music band spreading strength, resilience, and mental health awareness, one shirt at a time.
And check this out. Their brand new shirts feature broadcast beaker right on the breast pocket. A reminder that you can weather the storm, and you're never alone.
Shirts are only $25, and proceeds support giving veterans a voice. MBR's mission to teach veterans how to podcast and videocast. Because when our vets are talking, they're not overthinking. They're not second-guessing. Together, we stop the 22 stigma. Grab your shirt today at mbradio.us and hit the shop. Or go directly to toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband. That's toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband.
Suit up, stand strong.
Remember, we're unduckable together.
You're built tougher than the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, We want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.